So in our quest to understand the truth behind PEPECOIN, we gotta go back in time in history. It's 2005, Matt Berry, the cartoonist, comes up with the Boys Club, featuring 4 characters. 4 boys, teenage boys, Brett, Andy, Landwolf, and of course our main character, Pepe. Fast forward a few years, Pepe gained a lot of popularity online. By 2008, many people were using it across multiple social media websites, and Pepe became one of the most popular memes online being used across the internet. So we're now at March 2016. This was the day when the first PEPECOIN was ever launched as a proof-of-work, mineable blockchain, making it the genesis of this meme within the crypto space. Like Bitcoin and Dogecoin, they are both proof-of-work. So there was no ICO, there was no VC raise, no huge whale group or insider trading or influencers buying them all up and then dumping on people. This is one of the features that I like most about the original OG PEPECOIN, was that anybody could have mined PEPECOIN. So before we get any further, I just want to make it crystal clear so nobody makes a mistake between the OG PEPECOIN versus the newer or the fake PEPECOINs that are out there. So what you're looking at right now is the Twitter handle for the OG PEPECOIN. Notice it says PEPECOIN and the handle is PEPECOINs, at PEPECOINs, okay? The original Pepe. They have about 50,000 followers and you can see their website. Now, if you take a look at the ticker, it's trading right now. It's trading under PEPECOIN, and you may ask, why is it not trading under Pepe? Well, that's the whole point of this video right over here. At the same time, if you take a look at the PEPECOINs that came after, the so-called fake PEPECOIN, notice it has Pepe in its name and it's PEPECOIN ETH, okay? You'll notice it has a lot more followers, of course, because it's being shilled by tons of influencers and mega groups that are out there. But once you uncover the history, you'll get a better understanding between the two. And if you look at the ticker for the later or the so-called fake Pepe, it's actually Pepe, okay? It's trading at $2.8 billion. And if you take a look at the markets that it's under, you can see that the volume on it is insane as it's being traded across multiple exchanges. So for those of you who are new, my name is Colin, welcome. What I do on this channel is that I covered high quality projects that I believe would add a lot of value to your own crypto journey. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the original PEPECOIN. I've been looking at this project for months, if not over a year now, and I've been watching it from the sidelines and then finally doing enough research and due diligence before I jump into it myself. Now, as a full disclosure, I really do not like meme coins and I do not believe in meme coins. That's at least my thinking for the past 2-3 cycles, is that meme coins have zero utility. It's like a major gambling casino. And if you look at the number of shit coins and meme coins that are out there on every single blockchain, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I believe that the original OG PEPECOIN is different. And I hope that with today's research, you'll get a different view and perspective on meme coins and of course on PEPECOIN itself. Now, before I begin, remember that none of this is financial advice. The crypto market is extremely volatile, it's risky, and 9 out of 10 people lose their own money. Furthermore, this is not a sponsored video. I have not spoken to the team. No one has paid me for this. These are all my raw thoughts about where I think the project is going and how I feel about it. I'm not a part of some influencer ring, some alpha group trying to sell you something. These are all my own research and why I believe that these projects are interesting. And if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I always disclose any positions I have in any project. So with that out of the way, let's get started. So we're now at March 30th of 2016. All is going well. Well, in crypto, you never say that because the only thing that's going to happen is change and unexpected events. If you take a look at this post right over here, the original OG PEPECOIN had to rebrand from Pepe, the symbol, into the ticker Mematic. This was due to the request of Bittrex, the centralized exchange that Pepe was being listed on. So why did this occur? Well, in 2016, a major event happened. If you go back in history and take a look, that was the 2016 US presidential election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. So during this 2016 showdown between the two political parties, the Democrats and the Republican, both parties employed memes as a form of communication and political tactic to get their message out. Unfortunately, Pepe was caught in the middle of this crossfire. And according to many media outlets and articles written online, a lot of far right-wing groups started to use Pepe as a form of messaging. Now, of course, Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party seized upon this.
He is taking hate groups mainstream
And started pushing the message that Donald Trump was pushing hate messages through memes. Furthermore, the Anti-Defamation League labeled Pepe during that time as a hate symbol that was used by the far alt-right-wing groups. Now, as a result of all of these unfortunate events, the original OG team had to change the ticker name from Pepe into meme in order to please all of these centralized exchange listings in order to keep Pepe on them. So in response to all of these unfortunate events, the team went and they launched KEPECOIN. This was the first NFT marketplace DEX that existed long before, OpenSea, Magic Eden, Blur.io was ever conceptualized. So the significance to KEPECOIN cannot be underscored because this is not only the first NFT marketplace, but it also represented the preservation of meme culture and freedom of speech. So it's now 2018. Pepe goes from proof of work to proof of stake. Fast forward to 2023, you can see in this transaction right over here, the OG Pepe team bridges Pepe onto the Ethereum blockchain. So during the migration of the original OG Pepe coin onto the Ethereum blockchain, it was actually stolen by this project right over here. If you take a look at their Twitter handle, their name is Pepe. So PEPECOIN ETH, okay? So I want you to remember that. This is not the original Pepe. And if you look at their join date, it's April of 2023. Now, if you also take a look at their ticker, they're actually trading at this right over here, which is 2.8 billion. And at the height, they actually went over $4 billion. And if you take a careful look at Twitter, the original OG PEPECOIN team actually responded to this. They said that it runs pretty deep. They stole our idea, are changing the game narrative, even our logo, and ran with it. These guys don't want things to change. This wasn't just an attack on us. It was an attack on the crypto to keep the never-ending token assembly line rolling. You know what they can't steal? Our ability to innovate and release our planned groundbreaking technologies. In our community building games and application. We're devs. We will relentlessly dev our way to the top. And that became the most significant line in their response. So I'm a guy who takes a very careful look at teams in the crypto space. I take a look at what they do and not what they say. There's plenty of teams out there that promise the sky, a castle in the sky, but never hardly deliver, and they keep on taking money away from the space. Well, the original OG Pepe team, what have they been up to since their response? They've created tons of things. Let's go through some of them and see why this team is just not a meme coin alone. So first off, they created KEPBot, okay? So KEPBot is a cutting-edge and unique trading tool that's on Telegram. It's a Telegram trading bot, but it's also integrated with a trading dashboard that will be launched soon. Now in KEPBot, some of the exciting things that you'll be able to do is, portfolio management, MEV bot blocking, limit orders, charts, trading chats, looking at your P&L, token discovery, mirror trading, a sniper bot, and much more. Why I think KEPBot would change the game for them is that it's not only a meme coin alone, but they're releasing things with utility, and it's always going to add value to PEPECOIN. And now, if you've been taking a look at the degen meme coin, casino that's been going on, KEPBot is something that I see a lot of people would use, and it looks a lot more clean and much better than what I've seen out there. The second major thing that they're releasing is Base AI. I believe that this is a game-changing AI project, and it goes along with the major AI narrative that's going on within the general market as well as the crypto market. If you don't know what Base AI is, it's basically a ZK LLM. It's a new AI project that will be game-changing from the privacy perspective. Now, I'm not going to go into it in detail today because I've already done a 17-minute video on it. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out in the link below and on my channel. You'll see that it actually changes the game for us as individuals, for also institutions like financial institutions, hospital, research, so on and so forth. And I do see it being adopted. So make sure you check it out. This is a giga brain, Chad move based on the OG team. And by holding PEPECOIN, you can actually stake PEPECOIN to earn rewards with Base AI. So you're actually earning Base AI tokens as you go along. And if we go into the PEPECOIN website, it's not just a normal website or something that people picked off of Fiverr or somewhere and they put it together within the day. This is actually a pretty dang cool website. So I won't connect anything. I'll go in as guest right over here. Now, if you land on it, you can see some pretty cool things. They've created a Pepe Messenger so people can message each other. Okay. If you go right in over here, you can see Base AI. You can farm Base AI coins, which we talked about earlier. By staking Pepe coins, you actually earn Base AI, and Base AI is a big project. So make sure you check out that video in the links below. Okay, they've even built in games like where can you play GT1 right over here, some games, and then if you go into the Explorer right over here, it talks about the tokenomics. There's a lot of alpha behind here in the Explorer, so you can actually go through and view it for yourself. So a lot of cool things with the website. The original OG Pepe coin is not just some random shit meme coin that they're throwing all over the place. The devs are literally deving themselves to the top. And this is what they talk about the pepening, the flipping and the great comeback story of the original OG Pepe coin that had their coin stolen by another team. So now that you know the history behind the original OG Pepe coin and the team and what they're doing, let's take a look at the chart and see where the price is going. If I just take a look right over here, Pepe coin right now is trading at $5.52. The market cap is 735 million with a total supply and the circulating supply of 133,770,000. Now note that the supply, there's actually 76 to 77% of the supply that is staked right now. So if you're looking at the staking contract, remember to keep that in mind. Now where's this going? Well, if we go all the way back, okay, so of course everybody is going to want to go back to 2023 and say, why didn't you buy it at 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents? Well, most people would not be following. I have a confession to make. I actually spotted it from a friend at 20, 30 cents, but I faded Pepe coin, okay? So I'll be the first to admit I faded it at that time. Part of the reason why I faded it because I didn't look deep enough, I didn't take a careful look at the research, and at the same time, the fake Pepe coin right over here, Pepe, was confusing the crap out of everybody, okay? At that point, it touched like $4 billion, so that was huge, okay? It was running up to $4 billion. So you're thinking in your mind, you know, how much juice does this have left? From a purely investment point of view, the fake Pepe coin has done at least, 5, 6, 7, 8x this amount, okay? So I think once people really catch on, they totally understand the narrative behind it. They'll say to themselves, well, this is the real Pepe coin because they're actually doing a lot. And I'm somebody who likes a good underdog story. And at the same time, I feel that it's just that the pepening is going to happen at some point when the market catches on. So I certainly don't have a crystal ball and I don't know where Pepe coin is going to go. But if you look at other major memes like Doge right over here, you can see it's still trading at $20 billion today. And at its height, you can see back in 2021, it traded over $80 billion. That's the same with SHIB, right? Shiba Inu right over here. SHIB is still trading at $15, $16 billion. And then at its height, it was touching the $40 billion, basically $40 billion mark during the last cycle. Even in this cycle, dog with hat whip. So whip is one of the most popular, memes that are out there right now, has a great, strong community. It's trading right now at 2.8, so call it 3 billion. And then at its height, whip right over here, almost touched $5 billion. I think it will go much higher because Bitcoin will go higher. Now, going back to the OG Pepe coin, you can see it is trading at a fraction of some of the major meme coins in this space, right? We talked about Doge, SHIB, WIF, and of course the other fake Pepe coin. But notice right here, it's still trading at 700 million. But there's a very key important element that a lot of people overlook. Is that what's happening is when they launch Base AI. So I talked about Base AI before. I told you, take a look at the video and the link. It's a great project. There's actually going to be a burn mechanism, okay? This 133,770,000 coin, if you look at the Base AI supply to demand, and we look back at my last video, I talked about when Base AI is basically launching their brain. So these are like nodes that you can buy that's going to be generating Base AI tokens. There's only going to be 1,024 of these brains that are launching. Now, there are two ways to get these brains, and this will factor into our calculation in terms of where we think PEPECOIN could be going, okay? So you can either stake 100,000 PEPECOIN for 3 months if you stake this, and if you do, that's literally $500,000 locked in for 3 months. So I don't think a lot of people are going to stake it. There could be rare people, but not a lot of people have $500,000. Or you can burn PEPECOIN, okay? So you can burn PEPECOIN in exchange for brain credits, starting at a rate of 1 PEPECOIN for 1 brain credit. If all brains are issued, so remember I talked about 1,024 brains. Those are the nodes of the Base AI system, okay? That's how you can think about it. 107,563,000 of the PEPECOINs are going to be burned. And if you look at this chart right over here, I'm just gonna zoom in on this chart, okay? So this is the burn mechanism. Notice we start at brain number 1, and we go all the way to brain 1,024 if all of the brains are minted out, okay? So if we start at brain number 1, every PEPECOIN is worth a single brain credits. Now you need enough 1,000 brain credits for you to redeem one of these brains right over here. As you go along, you could see that it starts to get more expensive, right? It starts first at a 1-to-1, and then for every 1,000 brain credits, it goes to 8,000 PEPECOIN, okay, and then it goes to 13,000 PEPECOIN, so on and so forth. So as it gets really expensive halfway through here, you can see for 1,000 brain credits, now you're using 100,000 PEPECOIN. So at this mark, if people are staking, that's a different story, but staking is extremely expensive. But I do think that they'll go through with the burn mechanism right over here. If we max out, if we burn everything, that is 107 million PEPECOINs that are burnt out of circulation. So right over here. So 107,563,000, that's 80% of the supply of PEPECOIN. This is why PEPECOIN is extremely undervalued. So let me just bring up my Excel. Take a look at the numbers in the way that I understand PEPECOIN. So here's my PEPECOIN spreadsheet and how it helps me understand where I think PEPECOIN could be going. Even though I don't have a crystal ball, I can see right here the max supply of PEPECOIN was 133,769 or 770,000. We'll just use whole numbers to make it easier. Now, if everything gets burnt, that 80% of the supply, remember we talked about the 1,024 brains that to be minted on Base AI. If let's say they all mint out, they burn away 80% of that supply, that's 107,563,000 PEPECOINs that are going to be burnt out of circulation. What that leaves you with is roughly 26 million PEPECOINs, okay? So that's all that's left in circulation is 26 million PEPECOINs. It's not going to be inflationary. It's not going to be 420 trillion PEPECOINs. There'll be 26 million PEPECOINs. Now, if you take a look at the current market cap, I've just rounded off the whole number so that it's easier for us to understand. So 740 million right now at a $5.50 price. That's based on today's PEPECOIN supply, okay? Now, post-burn, if we took that and we burnt away all 80% supply, what does it look like? So if I enter that digit right over there and I go to my post-burn, you can see right over here, the price that you would be at with that 26 million supply is actually $28.24. So from today's current price, that is a 5x return, okay? Now, if that's keeping demand constant, okay? In order for us to keep that market cap of today, let's say we had the exact same market cap, we gotta keep demand constant, and that's an assumption in that variable. I actually think that that's a false assumption because I believe there'll be a greater demand. Why? Because every time price goes up, people are like herds, they move along with the price. Also, if we decrease supply, theoretically, that demand, if it remains constant, it's going to drive up price. But then finally, the pepening. When people finally know about the true story, as more YouTubers start to talk about it, more people on crypto Twitter start to talk about it, they understand the story behind here, they'll see that the true OG team really deserves this. It's not just a meme coin. They're out there creating a lot of utility for this space and then also for the meme space as well. Okay, so that's if the market cap remained the same. But what if we changed that market cap and kept the demand the same? Because as you can see with Doge, SHIB, with the other Pepe coin, the so-called fake Pepe coin, they've all touched 5 billion, and in Doge's case, 80 billion. But if I took this number and I conservatively changed it to 4 billion, so let's say Pepe only touched 4 billion based on today's supply. Okay, if you take a look right over here, based on today's supply of 133 million, let's say nothing was burnt out, the price in order to get there would be $29.90. That's based on this $5.50 if we didn't change the supply, okay? Now, if we change the supply based on today, burning out this 80%, the price in order for us to get to $4 billion would be $152, okay? Now, I'm not saying that 4 billion is the max cap because Pepe can go anywhere, just like all the other meme coins. And there's actually a lot of utility. We talked about all the reasons why. I'm just using an arbitrary number to give you an idea of how I think about it once the burn mechanism kicks in. Of course, they may not burn all 80%. This is not a perfect world. But even if you burn half of that supply, getting to that number on base AI that I talked about, that would be still half this number, right? You'd be left with 70 something bucks a Pepe coin if we took 4 billion as sort of the ceiling market cap. But I actually think Pepe is going to be doing wild numbers, and it's going to be out of all of our imaginations. So in researching this video, I had to look at tons of Twitter threads, reading online articles, going back into the history, and making sure that I understood the history myself. I also looked at other YouTubers. I found DC Roth to be one of the best storytellers of this pepping that's going to happen. So check out his channel, it's pretty cool. He told the story in a much more eloquent way than I could have. I hope that you found that this content was useful in your journey in crypto. So if you like this video and you like content like this, I'd ask you to support the channel by subscribing, giving the video a like, and I will see you guys next time.